In nature, wolf attacks rarely begin with noise, but with silence, where every glance and movement has a clear purpose. The pack observes, selects its target, and waits until the distance is close enough, then suddenly accelerates, cornering and locking onto the prey in a precise sequence of actions. It is at this moment that instinct and strategy converge to decide the outcome in seconds. In the icy wilderness, where temperatures plummet below freezing, wolves survive as masters of adaptation. From coniferous forests to the Arctic tundra, they move silently through snow and darkness. Their thick fur protects against the harsh cold, and their keen sense of smell helps them track life. In this world, wolves not just survive, they master it. The true strength of a wolf lies not in its muscles, but in its unity. When the pack moves as a unified force, they become the perfect hunting force. With endurance and precise tactics, wolves can chase prey for miles, waiting for the right moment to strike. In nature, it is patience and coordination that make them formidable predators. In temperate forests and vast coniferous woodlands, extending into open grasslands and concentrated around rivers, streams, and lakes. Grizzly bears usually live solitary lives, but still follow a clear order. Larger and stronger bears occupy advantageous positions such as waterfalls or shallow water areas, while smaller ones stand further away, waiting for the rest. Conflict rarely occurs, because they can simply observe each other's positions, and this stability makes the environment seem unchanging. The tranquility was quickly shattered when, from the edge of the forest, a pack of wolves emerged, observing the bear as it ate. They didn't advance directly, but spread out, maintaining distance, constantly changing direction to scout the area, then gradually closing in, forcing the bear to turn and watch. Under this pressure, the bear quickly assessed the situation. It paused for a few seconds before choosing to retreat from the area, not because it was weak, but because the risk wasn't worth it. The wolves immediately moved in to seize the food source, and this outcome demonstrates that in a harsh environment, making the right decision at the right time is more important than individual strength. On the vast, snow-covered plains, bison move in herds with a clear survival instinct. They don't hunt, but rely on size and strength for defense. Adults, weighing thousands of pounds, can charge quickly and butt powerfully, while the young are always kept in the center. This structure creates a natural defense, but still leaves weaknesses, creating gaps that can be exploited. It is these gaps that allow the wolf pack to begin their hunt. Instead of charging in immediately, they split up in various directions, silently observing and gradually building pressure, causing a young animal to separate from the group. When the opportunity arises, the entire pack suddenly accelerates, relentlessly pressing through the thick snow to slow the prey's escape. Gradually losing strength after the long journey, the young animal cannot maintain its distance from the pack. The wolves continue to pursue until they gain control of the situation and seize the prey. In this harsh environment, the one who seizes the right moment always holds the ultimate advantage. On the cold, snow-covered hillsides, the elk displays superior strength through its size and tenacity. Adult males weigh between 300 and 500 kilograms, stand over 1.5 meters tall at the shoulder, and possess muscles concentrated in their neck and shoulders to support their large antlers. They can accelerate quickly over short distances and become extremely aggressive during the breeding season, thus maintaining a high state of alert. From that position, the wolf pack doesn't attack directly but observes from above, lowering their bodies, moving slowly to maintain distance, then gradually closing the gap when they see a young animal struggling to move on the snow. And at the right moment, the entire pack accelerates from multiple directions, escalating the chase to a climax. When cornered and falling behind, the young animal loses its distance, and the wolf pack pursues closely until they control the situation and claim the prey. In this scenario, the one who seizes the right moment always determines the outcome. In the vast Arctic tundra, caribou move in large herds, their survival instincts relying on migration. Each year, they can travel thousands of miles to avoid harsh weather, find food sources, and reduce pressure from predators. They remember their seasonal routes almost precisely. And this long journey both sustains their lives and silently depletes their physical strength. The long journey led the wolf pack to adopt a different approach. Instead of attacking immediately, they followed from a distance, maintaining a steady pace to observe, then suddenly accelerating when an individual began to slow down, constantly forcing changes of direction on the hard snow, causing the prey to gradually lose control of its running rhythm. Losing its rhythm after a long period of movement, the caribou fell behind and became isolated. The wolf pack quickly pressed to control the situation and seize the prey. And in this condition, the side that maintained stamina and continuous pressure would have the power to end the hunt. Musk oxen move in packs with exceptional defensive capabilities. Adults weigh between 200 and 400 kilograms, have a low, sturdy build with a stable center of gravity, and thick neck and shoulder muscles that help withstand strong impacts. When threatened, the entire pack immediately forms a circle with their horns pointing outwards, transforming themselves into an almost impenetrable barrier, creating a very difficult-to-break defense. That defensive posture forced the wolf pack to change their approach. Instead of charging in, they moved around at a safe distance, maintaining constant pressure and waiting for a small misstep. Then, they suddenly pressed forward when a musk ox lost its position, causing the protective circle to shift and creating a brief gap. From that short gap, the wolf pack immediately accelerated, focused on the separated target, took control of the situation, and seized the prey. In this confrontation, it wasn't absolute strength, but a small deviation in formation that determined the outcome. Speed and reflexes are what help Arctic hares survive in the harsh, snowy environment. They can reach speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour, change direction constantly in short distances. Their strong hind legs allow for powerful jumps. Their wide feet provide a firm grip on the snow, and this agility allows them to always escape the direct path of predators, forcing the opponent to change their approach. Taking advantage of this very weakness, the wolves didn't pursue directly, but instead employed a tactic of cutting the rabbit's path, accelerating in short bursts, anticipating its movements, and positioning themselves to block its escape route, forcing the rabbit to constantly change direction, causing its running rhythm to become increasingly erratic and the distance to gradually narrow. When the rabbit's movement rhythm was no longer stable, it lost its advantage, and the wolves quickly closed in and took control of the situation to end the hunt. In this confrontation, just one moment of losing control was enough to determine the outcome. The ability to choose its habitat helps wild boars survive effectively in the wild. They are often found in dense forests, low bushes, and areas near water sources, where there is sufficient food, hiding places, and soft soil for digging. The mud also helps mask their scent and reduce the risk of detection, creating a space that is both discreet and flexible, maintaining their initial advantage of safety. But this advantage forced the wolf pack to change their approach. They moved around the area, observing the exit and patiently waiting for the prey to leave its hiding place. Then suddenly ambushed the wild boar when it appeared, creating pressure from multiple directions and forcing it to move into an open area, weakening its natural defenses. With its defenses gone, the wild boar, despite its fierce resistance, gradually lost strength against the continuous coordinated attack. The wolf pack controlled the situation and ended the hunt. And in this confrontation, leaving its safe place meant losing everything. Through each confrontation, a common thread always emerges. Wolves don't rely on individual strength, but on coordination, observation, and the ability to exploit their opponent's weaknesses, whether the prey is strong, fast, or well defended. The outcome changes when the initial advantage is broken under constant pressure. In nature, it's not the strongest or fastest that determines the result, but the one who controls the course of events until the very last second.